at the end of the day, it's all about the energy. It was all about taking advantage. It was, to me, it was about swift movement toward opportunity. It was about basically getting myself out there in something that's brand new and just push it. Just let people know this is it. This is you. And the thing with being going from transition to vegan, it's all a transition. Like you're transitioning from you're transitioning from just normal thought of life, like coming into Bitcoin. What you thought was money is gone. You know, that thought of money. You start seeing that, wow, money is nothing more of an idea. Or you've been socially conditioned to live a certain way, and through my diet changes, it was very evident. Like, damn, once you step outside the box, you just want to step outside the box on a lot of stuff, and Bitcoin has that way of doing that. And luckily, me transitioning to a vegan diet first really helped me come into Bitcoin. It really helped me transition into the Bitcoin thought, the Bitcoin mentality, because it was a freeing moment. You get off a certain diet, you get off a certain money. Um, you end up making your own food. Hell, you can mine your own Bitcoin. It was just a lot of similarities that I saw that I was like, this thing here can be something, because it was polarizing. It was very polarizing. And transition to a vegan diet is polarizing within itself. And you still got to learn how to deal with people. You got to deal with their idiocracy of, oh, well, you don't eat meat. Oh, well, Bitcoin's going, like, it was just so much. It was just so much similar stuff that I was like, wow. I think the name Bitcoin vegan would work. Because it's the difference. It's the difference. You're outside the norm. We bring into the space, man, basically what the space is open to do: decentralization and freedom. Um, on top of that, first move is advantage. So, when it comes to the food, for years I would say you need to be vegan, but we to the point now I'm like, man, hey, I hope you find what works for you, because we cannot sit here and have this argument all day of what you're gonna need and what I'm not gonna need. But the reality behind just talking about it in Bitcoin and talking about it being vegan is because it sets the tone for a future. What was crazy was I did a tweet one time like, where are my vegans in Bitcoin? It went kind of mini viral, and people like, wow, I never really thought about, this, that, and the third. And I won't be surprised in the next, few years, this thing starts really becoming more of a thing. But what was interesting, when I first heard Bitcoin vegan, I mean, I didn't even hear about it. I made it up. The first time I put it in on Google, and zero searches came up. I was like, oh, wow, we here. We found something, so that's how the community got started. That's how I created a community. I saw it as pure decentralization, freedom of doing what you want to. Like, you can still go back. You can go back to whatever the hell you want to do. Nobody gonna, like. There's no one here to say you can or can't do it. But if you want to get off of that traditional way of doing things, you're gonna have to take that chance. And I just saw it with Bitcoin and veganism. No one was talking about it. Bitcoin was still like 7 years old, so there was a lot of massive room to just carve out your own niche and just make it a way of being.